3 months pregnant and queasy with morning sickness, Yasmin Acosta Ruiz pushed a cart laden with buckets of water through the scorching July heat. As she and her 7-year-old son eased the cart over a speed bump, water sloshed onto the pavement. They both winced. Here on the outskirts of Monterrey, a sprawling industrial city that has become the face of Mexico's water crisis, every drop counts. Drought has drained the 3 reservoirs that provide about 60% of the water for the region's 5 million residents. Most homes now receive water for only a few hours each morning. And on the city's periphery, many taps have run completely dry. Over the last 2 weeks, water had flowed in Acosta's home just once, for several hours. The rest of the time, to flush the toilet, launder clothing, wash dishes or bathe, Acosta had to haul water by hand from a well in a park half a mile away. It was not potable, so she had to buy bottled water to cook with. "It's like we've gone back in time," she said, wiping sweat from her forehead as she finished her 8th trip to the well that day. "And tomorrow I'll have to do it all over again." The crisis has sparked widespread upheaval, with frustrated residents blocking major highways in protest and people in other parts of the state setting fire to pipes that were supposed to divert emergency flows to the city. Many are angry at government officials and also the region's megafactories, which have largely continued work as usual thanks to federal concessions that allow them to suck water from the drained aquifer via private wells. Experts say the crisis unfolding here is a stark warning for the rest of Mexico, as well as the American West. "It should be a wake-up call," said Samuel Sandoval Solis, an expert in water management at UC Davis who described the situation in Monterrey as a crystal ball for Southern California. Both are densely packed metropolitan centers that rely heavily on faraway water sources. Monterrey sits at the semi-arid tail of the Rio Grande basin, which stretches 1,800 miles from the snow-capped Colorado Rockies to the Gulf of Mexico and is fed by tributaries from both sides of the border. The reservoirs behind 2 of the 3 dams that serve it are nearly empty. Southern California cities, which import about 55% of their water from the Colorado River and Northern California, have already been forced to reduce water usage and face the prospect of further cuts as drought persists and federal pressure mounts on the region to take less from the Colorado. Monte. You see the exact same thing in Los Angeles. One difference, though, is that Mexico has been slower than California to plan for a future with less water.